From news and views, issues and opportunities, we'll have in-depth conversations with decision makers to find out what they know and what they think. I'm Rico Hizon, inviting you to join the exchange because your business is our business. Millions of Filipinos go hungry every day as high prices and supply constraints threaten the country's food security. As the agricultural sector struggles due to extreme weather conditions, from severe destructive storms to warm and dry temperatures during El Nino, what are the solutions? With these challenges to local supply, how are food producers meeting consumer demand while staying afloat? The answers in our C-Suite Vision. How can the Philippines boost food security as we face local and global supply threats? Let's now have an exchange with former Agriculture Secretary William Dar. Sir William, maraming salamat po for joining us sa ang Southwest Monsoon, mga bagyo, Egay, Falcon, ang nagsira to many of our farmlands, no? Ang mga ani ng ating mga magsasaka. Is this already having an impact on food supply and prices?
Well, Rico, yung damage brought about by Typhoon Egay and the Habagat has now reached 5.4 billion pesos. So talagang very significant po ito, tutusin mo. Previously, of course, every year, ang damage ng mga calamities natin ay nasa 15 to 18 billion. So, yun ang titingnan natin. We have yet also to see the potential impacts again of future typhoons and the Habagat.
Ang laki po nun, no? Mahigit 5 bilyong piso ang damage to our agricultural lands. Pero hindi lang po yun, hindi lang bagyo. Meron rin pong El Nino. Will this impact also our food security?
Very much so, Rico. That's why early enough, marami naman ng mga measures na pinapatupad ng gobyerno. So we need really to mitigate itong pagdating ng El Nino. And of course, so matotal, you have to address mas lalo yung staple food supply natin. Do we have enough rice supply during these lean months of the year and even in the succeeding months where El Nino will be present?
Sa inyong opinion po, Sir William, do we have enough rice supply given the fact na natamaan ng marami mga farmlands ang ating mga magsasaka, umakyat ang presyo ng bigas ng Vietnam and Thailand, which are major exporters of rice to the Philippines?
According to the Department of Agriculture, and even the President has already indicated that we have enough rice supply. Laman lang, of course, with the global developments happening also. Alam ninyo, India has banned the export of rice. And they are the number one supplier or exporter sa bigas. So it will impact into the availability of rice in the global market. Other global headwinds include itong Russia-Ukraine war, nandyan pa rin, pinapaigting ang Russia, bombarding even the ports of Ukraine, where their wheat and corn are being, warehoused and to be exported. And ang dami talagang mga problema ng mundo. And that's why sa rice naman, sinasabi nga ng gobyerno, we have enough supply. Yung sabi nila, yung dry season production ay nasa level na 5.7 million metric tons. At I think until July, mayroon ng almost 2 million metric tons na na-import ng mga pribadong sektor.
So marami pong problema. Marami pong problema, Sir William, hindi lang locally pero internationally, mga external headwinds na sinasabi po ninyo. Pero sinabi rin po ng Presidente, he promised ang mga Pilipino na magkakaroon tayo ng 20 pesos per kilo rice prices. Sinabi niya ito during the campaign season. Realistically po ba, doable pa ito amid the price hikes and the supply pressures?
With all what is happening, that is not tenable presently. Even I don't see that happening in the next 2 years. It will take some time. You know, something very fundamental, Rico. You know, rice land holdings are very small in terms of per farmer, 1.3 something or an average of 1 hectare per farmer. How can you do, you know, much of technology and mechanization when you have these small land holdings? Dati, of course, land and labor would be the major sources of productivity. Ngayon, ang mga major sources ng productivity levels na and income increase is the use of new technologies and innovations.
Ayan.
The mechanization efforts already are very tenable. And you know, with these small land holdings, hindi kaya ng mga maliliit na magsasaka na gumamit ng makinarya. You need now to go to change subsistence farming into what we call cluster farming. So farm clustering is a major direction with which government must pursue relentlessly. Para sa ganun ay itong clustered farms na yung mga farmers dito ay mag-kooperatiba, and by then they can invite the private sector to partner with them so that management know-how ng private sector, technology and innovation.
Nakikita po ba natin, Sir William, nakikita po ba natin ang private sector na nag-i-invest sa agricultural sector para matulungan ang ating food security?
Now, presently, there are a good number of private sector companies involve themselves in agriculture, in agribusiness, but there will be more if the environment is right, when we have clustered farms that can invite, through their cooperatives, invite the private sector to partner with them to go to black farming or to go to cooperative farming. So ito yung future na sinasabi ko. We need now to go to, both partnering the cooperatives of farmers with that of the private sector so that they can joint venture or they can have contract growing in many respects.
Maraming salamat po for this food security exchange, former Agriculture Secretary William Dar. And now here's a rundown of the week's top business stories. The economy expanded at a slower pace in the second quarter from April to June at 4.3% as higher consumer prices and interest rate hikes dampened growth. The number of unemployed Filipinos stood at 2.33 million in June, up from 2.17 million the month before. And the country's foreign direct investment net inflows reached $488 million in May, plunging by 34% compared to the same period last year. And coming up on the exchange, where your business is our business. The Philippines is only one of several countries suffering from higher rice prices. We'll have an exchange with the Food and Agriculture Organization. And is the President's vision of 20 pesos per kilo of rice now just a dream? The Philippine Chamber of Agriculture and Food weighs in straight ahead on CNN Philippines. News you can trust.